My theater background, I guess you could say it started back when I was really little, because back in Michigan, where I'm originally from, the church I was involved in, we always put on little pageant productions around Christmas time about the birth of Jesus Christ. So I was always involved with those, and you could say those kind of planted the seeds of theater in me. And then in middle school, I actually played Peter Pan in 8th grade, which was awesome, even though I wanted to be Wendy. Then in high school, it kind of just fell to the wayside. I found that it just wasn't the right time for me to pick up myself with theater, and kind of always regretted that. And so I got involved in theater when I got to Converse. My freshman year, I tried out for the Palmetto Players Haunted House that they have every year in the fall term to raise money for their productions in the spring term. And I found that to be really, really cool and really rewarding, and it kind of has just been history ever since. I've been involved in Palmetto Players productions, in the Haunted House. I've acted in those, and then in the spring term we have what we call 7 plays, which are workshopped, 1-act, 10-minute plays, and there's a different theme each year. And this past year I wrote, directed, and acted in those, and I've just been involved in the main stage in a technical aspect, which I primarily work in. I have done lights and set, and most recently I have done lighting design for Dr. Horrible's sing-along vlog. Well, there are definitely some similarities between stage managing an opera and a theater production. I personally haven't been able to stage manage a theater production yet, but through observation I've noticed that with stage managing a theater production, there's a lot more running around and making sure that all the props are in the right spot and all the parts are moving all at once. I find in the opera that there's a lot more people who, I don't want to say that are on top of things, but they are very precise, and I think that comes from their involvement in music, since music is such a precise art. And there's a lot different things that I can give my feedback on, like for spoken dialogue, actors don't really need so much help with that, whereas music students and music performers, they need a little more help with that, just because they're used to showing their emotions through singing and through stuff like that. So that would be the main difference I find in stage managing an opera. Well, I personally enjoy all the aspects of stage managing, just because you get to keep so many moving parts moving at the same time, and it's kind of a test of time management and your organizational skills, just to see how much you can do and how much you can get done in a certain amount of time. And it's just really rewarding to see all the moving parts stay moving together and come out to work in the end. For technical work, I like seeing, it's a little more tangible than acting for me, and so seeing the lights get hung up in the air and see the light be on stage, and working and playing with the light and seeing just what you can do to make a different look for the show, or see what you can change and what you can work with, since it's just a lot more tangible and rewarding to see all your work building the set or lighting the set, and seeing the actors play and create a new world on stage. I really enjoy working with Converse Opera Theater. It's nice seeing that music students work just as hard as theater students, and how they both share such a deep passion for what they've chosen to work in. And all the faculty I've had the opportunity to work with so far have just been wonderful and so eager to help me understand aspects of music, and to make sure I know what the opera is about, and just so I know the right direction to go with things. And they're just very wonderful people to be around. come see the opera, Dido and Aeneas, and Impresario. It's going to be wonderful, and Impresario is going to be wonderfully hilarious. And we have all been putting a lot of hard work in, so we'd love for you to come. Thank you.